Welcome everyone to episode 8 of Open House with Steph and Cam. This week, the ladies talk about the pros and cons of putting in an offer.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Open House with Steph and Cam. I'm Steph.
I'm Cameo.
And today we're going to be talking about putting in an offer.
Mm-hmm.
The pros and cons of putting in an offer. Why do we do that?
Yeah, so why do we do that? So, first off, before you actually put the offer in, you want to get pre-approved. Definitely check out our previous video, episode 6, on pre-approval and why that's important. Also, you want to see the home and make sure that that's the home that you want. Then we will proceed to put that offer in for you.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
You are able to, when you put in an offer, when you put in an offer, the things that you want to consider is what's a reasonable price. So what will happen is your agent will give you comps on what's sold in that area, and they'll tell you like what's being sold, like what's listed, so that you can kind of see where your range should be.
Right.
Because you don't want to price too low and you don't want to price too high.
Right.
You want to get them in a strong offer. Oh.
I'm sorry. She did it, so I did it too. I guess that's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
Strong offer. And in putting in a strong offer, you want to, it'll allow you to be like top of the list. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
When you put it into the selling agent, they'll be able to be like, oh, no, this one is a good one right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's break it down, guys.
Okay.
So, we want to start off by having a contract signed with your listing, with your agent. Mm-hmm. So, you're working with your agent, you have to sign an exclusive right to sell.
Yes.
Or buy with your agent.
Yes, you do.
And doing so, that ensures that your agent gets paid for the work that they've put in. Not by you, mainly by
the seller.
The listing agent. You don't pay your agent unless you were to default. But that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
It's going to come from the selling agent.
The selling, yeah.
And you also, going from there, and you have your pre-approval, you determine, like Miss Stephanie said, you determine the reasonable price after going through the comps. Mm-hmm. Then your agent will then put together all of the paperwork. After you say, okay, I think I want to offer this, we can suggest a price for you, but at the end of the day, it's going to be you that tells us what to put in.
That's right, because you have to be comfortable with that number.
Right.
There's no way we're going to tell you, okay, you should put this in, it's guaranteed to win.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not doing that.
We want you to feel comfortable because it's your house that you're potentially going to live in.
Right, exactly. And it's the money that you're going to be putting out.
Right.
You want to double check to make sure that you have the necessary funds on hand for closing costs, right. Which is mostly you want to do like a 3%. Mm-hmm. Some lenders, it's or some closing costs, it's 1.9 or 2.0 or 2.5. So 3%, make sure you have that in the bank.
Right. And also, some lenders, depending on the loan that you're getting, they factor the closing costs into your loan. With the VHA, I believe it's VHA loans, mm-hmm. you can definitely factor that in, and you don't pay your closing costs, or you get your VHDA. Sorry. She was like, hold on, no. So, and you can also get the listing agent to talk to the seller about paying your closing costs.
Exactly.
But that's something that you also want to think
keep
about
yeah.
and keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So you also have to tell us how much you're comfortable with paying for your EMD, your earnest money deposit.
Yeah. Now, some listings, they actually have it on there how much you
Right.
need to submit, and you just want to see if you're comfortable with that amount.
Right.
Some is 500, some is 1,000. You can always put in more,
Yeah.
and that money goes towards your loan. So, it's no money lost. You could get that money back at the end, but it's only at closing that you would get that back.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, it goes towards your loan.
Your total part, your loan.
Yeah.
So you have to have your earnest money deposit check, preferably a check or money order or cashier's check. You don't want to do cash. So your
money trail, you got to do that paper trail. You got to have
a paper trail on everything, guys. So once you give the agent your earnest money deposit check or drop it off at the agency of, let's say, Hometown Realty, because we have multiple.
You can use one of us.
No, I'm just saying,
we're going to help you.
It's a thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
You want to take a picture of that, and that also gets tied into the package or the paperwork that gets sent over.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure that your that the selling agent has that, so they can actually see that you're serious about your offer.
Exactly, you're serious. This is, because when you go and you go to let's just say you go to an open house, okay? And you can check that video out, which is episode 7. So make sure you check that video out on why attending an open house is important. But when you attend an open house and you see a house that you want, there are several things that you want to think about. And time frame, the money that you have in your bank account, and your what did we say? The reasonable price around the area.
Right. The comps.
Basically. Exactly. But you want to make sure that you have all of that taken care of. The time frame that you're looking to move.
Yes.
The minimum deposit. How much is that? What's that going to be? And your agent will be able to help you out with all of that.
Correct. As well as your financial person, as your lender. Your lender will definitely have a lot of the finances part of it, so they can tell us how much your down payment's going to be. Yeah. And you determine how much your earnest money deposit.
Yeah, because some cases you may not have a down payment.
Right. Right.
So that's always a good thing, especially with the VA loans. There's no down payment.
Right.
No down payment. You still have closing costs sometimes.
Yes. But depending on the lender, you can get those factored in.
Yeah, that's true.
And the loan.
In the loan, yes. Yes.
Another thing that I like to put in my offer is a letter from the buyer. So you write up your own letter saying why you want the house and how this will change your life. And you then give that to me or her, and or your agent, and then we put that all in the package as well. And then we send all of that paperwork after we go through Authenticsign and everything. And you guys got to get familiar with Authenticsign, because it's an easy way to sign your papers and everything. And your agent will then put all the paperwork in there and put where you need to sign and date and signature and all of that stuff. But definitely make sure you review all of that information prior to signing. If you have any questions, please contact your agent so they can either explain it to you or fix whatever concerns you may have.
Exactly.
That information, after you do sign it, then goes off to the seller or the seller's agent. The seller's agent then collects all the paperwork and everything, reviews it, and then sits down with the seller
to go over everything.
Right. The seller then goes over the offer that you've sent in and the letter that you've sent in, and then tells the selling agent, okay, well, yes, I want to go with this person. No, I don't want to go with this person. Or they say, well, I need a little bit more information about their loan. Have they been pre-approved or have they been pre-qualified? Right. So it's a lot of different things that go into it. But after it's sent in, it's out of our hands until the expiration date, because we can definitely set an expiration date that they can get back to us within 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, an hour. So
I like the expiration date.
I do.
Because it lets the seller know, in my opinion, my experience, it lets the seller know that my buyer is serious about this. This is what they want. We've had I've experienced where there have been agents, they've had showings scheduled.
Yeah.
And they will cancel the showings because they like our offer.
Yeah.
That is
definitely.
Yeah. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah. We shut it down. Down. 2 up, 2 down. Yeah. So I think that the whole point of putting in an offer, it just lets you know that, yeah, I'm serious about this. This is the house that I want. I don't want nobody else to have it. I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to live in this home.
Right.
You know, you've checked everything: the backyard, the fence, the front yard,
Mm-hmm.
the drive, everything. It's great. This is the one that I want. You got your money in your bank account. Boom, let's do this. This is what we want.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and your earnest money deposit check also lets them know that you are serious about this. So.
Exactly.
You want to make sure you have all your paperwork straight, all your paperwork together, and your agent will definitely help you to get what you need. So please contact one of us to
move
help you
forward.
get there.
Yeah, because the whole goal is to get to closing. Like,
Closing.
let's do this.
Closing. And we will definitely set your closing date 30 to 45 days out if it's not a new construction, because unfortunately new constructions take 6 months.
It's totally different. Even if it's like already built, it's still a longer time period. So.
Right. So definitely. And you want to check back at what, episode 5?
5. Mm-hmm.
For determining which house is the
best.
perfect house for you.
Yeah, the best house for you.
So, thanks for tuning in with us today, guys.
Yes.
It's amazing. Yesterday was Easter, so we have a definite bright future in front of us. Spring is here. Please make sure you get that, get your lawns serviced, and as far as the what is it? When they put the holes in the ground, aerate. When they aerate to make your lawns green, and you also want to get those mosquitoes out of there.
Did you scratch?
Because like when I think about mosquitoes, it's just like, there's definitely companies out there that spray for mosquitoes and bugs and pesticides and all of that stuff to keep them away from you and your kids when you're outside.
Exactly. Because that's where we want to be at this point, is outside.
Outside.
Yay. Maybe we should do a show outside.
That would be great.
We'll see.
Kids, enjoy your spring break. Talk to you soon. Once again, subscribe, and hit the
bell. Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.